after we've already dealt with the consequences in the last 4 episodes, now we're going to start dealing with blood. And let's be honest, there's a couple connotations to that. Welcome to the heart of the stories we tell. My name is Rob, and tonight I will be reviewing Black Lightning, Episode 5, The Book of Blood, Part 1, Requiem. So is blood the blood that's going to flow in the streets? Or is blood the blood in the family? Or is blood the blood that's in the family you make? Your loved ones, even if they aren't blood relation. I'm betting we're going to see all three of those in the next couple of episodes. But for right now, we start off with a bang, well, a whole bunch of bangs, as Gamby's getting shot at. And well, for those of you that don't know what I do here, I review stories like this, come up with theories on how and why we tell stories, and then we talk about them. And by talking, I mean I'm going to need you to respond in order to make this a two-way conversation. If that sounds interesting, click subscribe. And for now, we're going to start with my buddy Jovan here, who takes a slightly different stance on that zero-tolerance policy that I was saying wasn't so bad last week. 2 weeks ago. Last week there was no episode. And he points out that there may not be another school. And I find that hard to believe. At least where I live, what I'm used to seeing is there are a couple of public schools, and if you get expelled from them, there's what's called a last chance school. Now, he points out that no other school was available when the school was shut down. Now, if where I am, if Kennedy's school got shut down, you couldn't send all the students, but if one kid got suspended or expelled, you could send them to one of those last chance schools, and that's what I'm talking about. One of those ones where they specifically put what I'd call troublemakers. But either way, I agree. Zero tolerance doesn't always take into account the very specifics. And so maybe I might have judged that a little harsh. But on that note, I want to talk about this week's episode and what was going on. So let's throw this up there. So once again, it's stop. Spoiler time. I was a little bit disappointed that Tobias reveals that what was in that briefcase was just blackmail material. I kept sitting there and going, man, it could be any sort of magical or technological MacGuffin, could be anything, and it's just basically his way of taking control of Freeland, which he already was pretty good. I did like the scene with him and the, was it congressman, representative, because it showed how he gets his influence into people, and how Hendrix is going to have a hell of a time doing anything against him. Because he's a mobster and a gangster, and he knows how to push the right buttons to get influence. And you get influence a couple of ways. Either by giving someone what they want, the carrot, or by threatening them, the stick. Meanwhile, we have, like I said, Gamby being shot at. And I have to say, the SUV blowing up and all of that stuff was pretty, like heart in my throat. But then I remembered it's a comic book show, so no body equals no death yet. But realistically, like I said up top, this is where the blood comes in. The blood flowing in the streets. Gamby is, we'll call it dead for now. And the family is connecting. Now, Pierce has the same theory I do, but his daughters don't know how to deal with it. And how do you deal with the loss of someone close to you like that? And how do you realize who it is that matters? Now, one of them has a really great idea. If I had only one day left on this earth, who would I want to spend it with other than my blood family? And with that, we've got Grace back in the show. Although then with Grace's whole little reveal of maybe being a meta, and I did love her whole, I'm not a handbag, you can't pick me up and put me down. And of course, without putting too much thought into it, if one of them's going after an ex, doesn't the other one have an ex that has a lot worse connotations to it? Yeah, so that's what brings us to Painkiller. He, of course, has his own blood issues. The blood on his hands, and the blood that comes from family that you choose. Not Anissa, though. Not his girlfriend, no. Tobias Whale, who blames him for the death and puts of cyanide, and somehow puts the blood on his hand. And then we have how Jefferson Pierce handles the issues. And at first, he's firmly in the denial camp. And again, I don't blame him because, remember, I'm kind of in denial myself. I'm still sitting here going, no body, nope, not believing it. But as the episode draws on, he's coming to terms with it more and more. That the father figure he loves, the person who raised him, might not be there anymore. And I love the anger he shows with the fact that she took the watch, and I love the fact that he doesn't know how to handle anything else in his life, because without Gamby, he doesn't know. And then there's that great scene with Anissa where she's at the shop doing work, and he is crying, and she asks him if he's okay, and they talk for a minute, then he asks why she's there, and she lies. She lies because she knows he's not in the right frame of mind. But at the same time, I don't know. I kind of felt like maybe a case like that could have gotten Jefferson's mind off of it. In the meantime, we also have how other people are handling it. Specifically the wife. And she's throwing herself into her work, and she has been. Specifically, how to save the pod kids. And they might have a way. Except, unlike other CW shows, this was a lie. There was no option C. She could only save a good portion, but not all of them, and they lied to her. And I loved her just smacking the shit out of the evil doctor. It was all like, kabam, no, I don't think so. And then I thought the episode was going to end on a throwback to the first episode with that police stop, especially with everything that was going on with it. But then, like, I don't even know what happened. Like, seriously, like, it went into scenes from Next Time and stuff going on with Khalil and, like, him being told to do stuff, and I was like, wait, what? What did I miss? Did I blink? Huh? Did I fall asleep? So WTF, what's going on? But overall, I liked it, and I'm still happy to see it going, but I have to know down in the comment section, WTF, what did you think about that ending? And the silvery goose stuff, what? Huh? Just let me know. And of course, this is the part where YouTubers all ask you the same thing, so if you could do me a favor and like and share this video to help me spread my voice, and if you haven't already, click that subscribe button. I want to give a big shout out, thank you to my Patreons, but I also don't want to forget to give a big shout out to Jovan, who has been with me for this entire series, so thank you for making this a two-way communication, Jovan, and hopefully some of the rest of you will as well. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you're thinking. I hope for now that you have a good day, and thank you for walking with me through the heart of part 1 of the Book of Blood. Talk later.